Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Where are we currently at, Scorpio? How's it going? Thanks for checking out my channel. This is going to be your general reading for April 2021. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. It also helps my my videos get put out there more on YouTube, and it helps other Scorpios like yourself receive this message, so it's greatly appreciated. And thank you for being here. Let's jump right into it and see what Spirit has to say for you. What are your messages for this month? So, currently, right now, Scorpio, I'm getting this vibe, this feeling that, you know, I mean, if you look at this picture right here, right, this guy on this horse, guy, gal, whatever, you know, you refer to yourself as, does not matter, no judgment. This character in this picture is riding this horse. He's got the torch. He's, you know, walking his path, that sort of thing. But he's all alone. What he doesn't realize currently at the moment, what he's not seeing is that there's so many people. He's got all these other fans, these people that are behind him, looking at him, adoring him, looking at him and seeing how valuable he is. But it doesn't seem like you know, the rider of the horse is like, he doesn't even realize, like, if they just stop and look to the left, they realize, oh my gosh, look at all these adoring fans I have, quote unquote, you know, adoring fans, symbolically representative. It looks like there might be some sort of insecurities going on within you, Scorpio, that you might feel, I don't know if you feel ostracized, but maybe you feel kind of alone, feeling like, you know, there's a lack of personal security. You're dealing with insecurities, you're dealing with lack of self-confidence, you've been, you know, and this might have been going on for quite a while. Call it, you know, influences from your life, call it, you know, whatever has caused you to feel this way. It's looking to me, Scorpio, that, you know, you're strong, you're walking the path, you're doing what needs to be done, and you're being yourself, but you're not realizing how much appreciation you're getting for who and what it is that you actually are and what it is that you have to provide. Current challenges relating to this that you're dealing with, here, let's pick this up. Don't give up. Protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. So this is also relating to the insecurities. I think it's, the Spirit is saying right now that it is important to really, you know, look at yourself in a much brighter light than you actually do. Realize that you are gifted, you have talents, you have something to provide, and that you are valuable as a human being. There might be things that, you know, have happened to you that have caused you to feel maybe not so much, but you know, going back to this, you know, you've got all of these people that are, you know, looking at you with adoring eyes, you know, whether it be love, whether it just be appreciation, and seeing how gifted you are and what it is that you have to provide. And maybe, you know, life itself has not, you know, really provided you any sort of real, substantial, tangible proof that you're willing to accept. Not saying that it isn't there, that life hasn't given you that. Maybe it's an oversight, you know? Maybe your own uniqueness has been an oversight, and in your own personal uniqueness is where you find your own personal value. Moving forward, subconscious influences for you this month, Scorpio, is going to be to open your heart and your mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. I think what that's really, you know, concerning the first two cards here, I think that what that's really relating to is to maybe open your heart and your mind to what is actually going on around you, and realize, you know, that it might be your own thoughts, it might be your own feelings, it might be past influences, stuff like that, that have maybe caused you to feel that you know, I mean, I don't want to say second rate, but it's symbolically, in a sense, to feel like you're not as good as everybody else, or you're not as valuable, not as worthy, not as deserving, that sort of feeling. You know, there's might be a lot swirling around in your mind, making you feel that, you know, if only I was this, if only I, you know, had that, if only I could, you know, just, you know, fill in the blanks. I think a lot of those if onlys that you're dealing with are something that you keep to yourself. It's almost like private thoughts that you don't tell anybody else. And I think it's important to realize that that's all it is private thoughts. And the truth and reality of the situation, of what's really going on, might be quite different. And if you stopped and like took a look around and kind of checked out what's going on around you, you might realize that you do possess more value and more worth for yourself, as well as, you know, what it is that you can provide for others. So past influences, yeah, a wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. Maybe this is something that your past has made you kind of given you a longing. I'm getting this feeling, this sense that you have this longing to kind of see yourself on an equal playing field, to be able to you know, rise up to the occasion and feel like you're received by others and everything like that, is an equal and that sort of thing. I think what Spirit is trying to really drive home right now is that you are, but it's those own private thoughts that you're carrying with you due to past experiences that you've been through, stuff that you've experienced, maybe losses that, you know, you've encountered, grief, frustration, things that haven't worked out the way that you wish they would have, that sort of thing. I'm hearing in my mind right now, comparison, comparison, comparison. So I think it's really important in this moment to stop comparing yourself to others, to realize that you are here, you are part of the collective, you are part of the whole, and you have equal and you know, worth and deservingness just as everybody else does. So it might be time for those private thoughts to be reevaluated and kind of see if it actually really holds any weight. You know, the past is the past. You know, we, you know, take influence from, you know, say our parents, family members, people we care about, relationships, that sort of thing. And when something falls apart, it doesn't necessarily go the way we want, sometimes we might have a little bit of self-blame. I'm hearing self-blame, 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 that sort of thing, you know. Really kind of take stock and see, you know, maybe how much you beat yourself up. And maybe it was a learned thought pattern, you know, maybe you adopted that kind of thought pattern from somebody else that you really looked up to, you know, in your past, and maybe it wasn't necessarily in your control, but to look at the situation now and realize that you do have full control. If that thought, if that belief about yourself doesn't resonate anymore, if that's not something that you choose to resonate with, you don't have to. You don't have to force yourself to feel or act or be a certain way. Get back in touch with how you feel in your heart about yourself, and really kind of, you know, take stock and reevaluate, you know, your own personal values, aside from everybody else, aside from all of the past judgments and, you know, observations you've made of who you possibly think you could be in relations to others. And I think that really, you know, relates back to, like I said, the compare things. I think it's really time in this moment, Spirit is saying, is stop. It's time to stop comparing yourself to others and really just, you know, kind of grab hold of who it is and what it is that you truly are and what it is that you feel you have to offer, and know that you do have value, you do have worth, you are deserving of your goals and your dreams and your desires and stuff like that, you know. I've mentioned this in my other readings, you know, this seems to be a resounding thing, maybe it's just the current energies right now, is that as long as you're doing something that brings you joy, and whatever it is that you're doing, if it's bringing you joy and it brings everybody else joy, like, don't harm yourself and don't harm others, do whatever it is that you please, you know, do what you will. That has been a really resounding message in other readings, and I think it's really important in this one too at this moment. So just make sure that, you know, you're doing the things you enjoy. Find your tribe, find, you know, new people possibly that enjoy the same things you do and enjoy those things with other people, and kind of find that collective group where you feel like you are accepted and you have that equality and you are equal and there is nothing wrong with you for being who you are. Present energies currently right now. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So if maybe there was somebody, you know, that you have encountered in your life, you know, whether it be due to your upbringing, relationships, past experiences, jobs, whatever it may be, it's not necessarily specifically, you know, who it was that caused it. It's more about the effect that it had on you. The sadness itself, you know, not being able to hit the mark, not being able to, you know, live up to expectations, not being who other people thought you should be, you know, really, you know, when you hear in your own mind, you think, I should be this, or I should have done that. When you hear the word should, that is actually kind of a value judgment that is based upon expectations that somebody else put upon you. So really kind of think about that, you know, when you think about yourself and you're feeling insecure and it's like, I should be this, I should be that. Think of who it was that told you or made you believe that you should. And if it's something that you feel that you placed upon yourself, kind of look back and take stock of that. Is that really true, is the question. Should you have to be that in order to feel valuable? Should you have to be that in order to feel whole and secure? I think through asking yourself those questions, that is going to, you know, put a light on the situation and make you kind of realize that maybe some of those value judgments you have towards yourself are completely invalid. And that's going to be a huge, huge, huge awakening moment for you to realize that, hey, you know what? Okay, so I've believed this, you know, this is who I thought I was, but this isn't the truth. And move forward in the truth. Take the wisdom from it. I'm hearing in my mind right now, you can't know who you are unless you know who you're not. So take the path that you've walked as like a lesson, learning to give you that polarity within your mind, to be able to show you what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what feels good for you, what doesn't feel good for you, you know, what helps you feel more whole and what makes you feel a little ostracized or a little bit, you know, outside the circle, that sort of thing. I think that's going to be really important, and it's going to help you heal these insecurities. It'll help you build self-confidence, help you build better self-esteem. It's going to help you feel more valuable and worthy. Let's see, sorry, excuse me. Near future, your card for your near future is the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player. So I think this is relating back to this previous message that I've just spoken, saying that, you know, the power of your creativity and your recognition for very high quality work, it's not judging yourself, not feeling like you don't know enough. It's not about, you know, feeling insecure and, you know, invaluable, that sort of thing. I think it's more of, you know, going back to this character on the horse here, because he's facing towards it. And it's showing that, you know, you are capable, you are worthy, you are valuable, you are viewed as an equal. All of this influence, all these people behind you over here that you're not seeing are saying, hey, check that out, you know, that person's really cool, like Scorpio's awesome, look at what they're doing, that's so cool. And I think it's more of your own personal internal judgments and your own personal internal thoughts and personal ideas about yourself that are getting in the way. So it might be time to take stock, reevaluate those, and let the things go that don't serve you, that aren't bringing you a sense of peace and joy and whole and value and that sort of thing, you know. Personal strengths that you possess currently right now in order to deal with this situation. So it's showing right here. Important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So look at what it is that, you know, in the public eye, you know, really kind of take stock of not maybe like, you know, like I'm seeing, you know, okay, I'm taking, you know, all of my opinions from everybody that are within this certain box, okay? This box right here. This is where my value lies. These people think this about me and that's what matters. I think what Spirit's saying right now is to kind of blow the doors open on that box, look at everybody that's actually outside of the box and take all of their thoughts and beliefs in consideration, or into consideration also, because this is a much, much, much bigger pool of thoughts and ideas and beliefs that others may have towards you. And I think through that you might see that inside this box, you know, this is a very, very limited amount of resource for you to be able to use to kind of base your own personal value and that sort of thing. Yes, you care about these people. Yes, you want to make these people happy. Yes, you want to have these people like and adore you, but is it only just those people that matter, you know? And Spirit's saying the truth is it's everybody, you know, it's the box and it's everybody outside the box also. And once you weigh that on your mind, you're going to realize collectively that this is just a small part, and this is actually way smaller than everything outside of you. And I think everything outside of you right here is all of your adoring fans, quote unquote, right here, that you're not seeing currently in this moment. External influences, outside influences that you're dealing with right now. Oh, here we go. This is just a confirmation right here. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in the situation. So I think this is more of just kind of like a leap, a giant leap in personal growth for you right now, and experiencing something that you may not have ever seen, and kind of, you know, just having a little giggle and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that that's all I believed, you know, I was thinking just inside there, but look at all of this other outside influence. My value is so worthy. My value is so deserving. I am, so, you know, I am equal. I am this. So just kind of like giggle at it. And like I said before, you know, let the past show you what you aren't, so you know exactly solidly who you are. Hopes and fears for the future here. It's about enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. I wouldn't necessarily say it's about successful self-employment, maybe for some, but I think it's more successful self-evaluation. Seeing yourself as successful and capable and worthy and deserving and valuable and that sort of thing, and moving forward with a new mindset of positivity. The final outcome for your reading right now is awakening. Yeah, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself. So I think that just wraps this all up with what I just said. Is it is important to be yourself. It is important to understand that you are just as worthy. You are equal. You are adored. You are loved. And maybe you just didn't have the perspective to see just how many people look at you with that sort of positive perception in a sense, because you've just been trapped in this thought pattern, you know? I mean, you can fit a ton of people in here, but you've just missed what's going on outside of it. So I think it's more about seeing the bigger picture, seeing where you fit, you know, your puzzle piece in the game of life kind of fits in that perspective. So I hope that helps you, Scorpio. Once again, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.